Remember, there were ice on the lake, and the locals blew up the ice at 2 locations, and that is basically there and there. What is going on? Welcome to the History Hunter. Welcome to my small adventures with the World War II time frame. Today it's going to be all about one single image, and just like these images here that you see, they kind of make me think, why, what, where, why, and is it still there, or all of that, you know? So just to give you a few examples, I've been at that gun position, I touched that gun, I've stood right there at the field on the Eastern Front where the Soviets tried to hammer down on Silo Heights. I've been standing right there at this U-boat pen, right there. I actually dived with the Fifish V6S there. I've been in that trench where the generals overlooked Silo Heights on their way to Berlin, and I've touched buildings and structures in Berlin with millions of bullet holes. I've done all of that. I went to all of these locations because, you know, I'm curious. I want to figure out things. I want to see things. I want to experience things. And that's what it's all about for today. Today, it's going to be about the Fifish V6 expert going out to find some history. And what happens during that time is rather spectacular. This is the actual road that the Germans tried to come up. It is not like it used to be. Before, it was very, very narrow. Being a history hunter always brings back one thing: curiosity. I want to know what I'm looking at. I want to know why I'm looking at it. I want to figure out what happened, all of that. This is something that I learned pretty early. It was a Pak 36 German 3.7 centimeter gun, manned by 5, and they built over 20,000 of them. It's widely used all over Europe, but what if that thing is actually at a very special location, like this image here? And this is the image that it's all about today. This place specifically with that gun, it really, really kind of made me wonder, what is going on? What happened? Where is that? And can we find this place today? But to be able to tell you this story, you will have to sit down for a few minutes, watch what I'm going to show you now. If you're impatient, you want to skip, you rather just go and watch a sleeping cat from a Chinese YouTube channel, whatever, with 50 million views, because this is not for you. This takes context, it takes imagination, and it actually delivers a very cool result. So are you ready? Then come on and join me. So finally we are here. Oh my goodness, it is insanely intimidating to be here, and I will show you very quickly what I mean. There's the Fifish V6 expert neatly put into that backpack. I got all my gear there. I have a helmet. I have my bike. So why do I need to ride a bike and a helmet here? Well, that's because I want to spend as little time as possible in what I call the danger zone. And let me show you what I mean by that. This is a abandoned road. It's never been, it's not used anymore. But this is the same road as the Germans walked up. It was much narrower, much smaller. Everywhere in the guardrail, you can see this. That rock, or maybe that rock, once upon a time came down, hit that, and just laid there, split open that thing. And why? Let me show you why. If that's not intimidating, I don't know what is, because this is absolutely crazy. So I'm gonna go over there. I might stop once in what I call the danger zone, and when we get further up there, we're going to find the exact specific location where the Pak gun was, and that is basically where we're going to drop the expert ROV into the water or the lake. As I said, it's all about context. I could have brought you to the location, I could have dumped it in, and I just rumble around and you wouldn't have got anything. That's why I need to show you this. In the spring of 1940, the Germans invaded tons of areas. And at this position, the Germans were coming here, advancing here. So this is an area where there's a very, very narrow mountain road. It comes next to this huge lake. And on each side, there's a massive steep mountain and a massive steep mountain. And the only passage is actually through this road here. So far, so fine. So the Germans, they were coming in from here. They came about over here, and then they had, well, a surprise. The enemy positions, they were waiting for the Germans here, 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 here. This is a huge rock scree, and it's perfect to just blend in and wait for the Germans. The Germans found out the hard way, and then suddenly everything just stopped. So this is where my story starts, because there is something special that I wanted to look into, that I had a relative to an eyewitness has told a very special story, and that is something that we can actually see in this photo, and I'm going to show you that. When the Germans tried to advance, this road is insanely narrow. Let me see if I can show you a picture just roughly of what it looked like. It's just around not even 3 meters during those days in 1940. And the local army, they anticipated or knew that the Germans would only have this road to go through. So what they did, it was ice on the water or on the lake, as you can see. The Germans blew up this area here. They blew up the road here, and that made huge cracks in the ice, and they actually blew up the ice here as well. That was to prevent the Germans from being able to traverse over onto the ice and then attack on the ice. And as you can see in this image here, you can see that that is absolutely correct. The ice has been blown apart right around here and around here. And that is the two ones that are registered actually in reports and in images like I'll show you. So what I caught onto was when I did research to try and find this position or this location, I just realized that there was something really special going on, because there was an eyewitness. I talked to some locals there, and I talked to them about some images, and this was something they knew about. And then suddenly they told me about a young man seeing that was a hole, a third hole in the ice right there. And if you want to see from above where exactly that is, then it's here. So the two ones here are very well known, but this one here made me very curious. What is going on here? That is so far away from the firing position, all of that. But did the locals actually manage to get the Germans at this specific position? And why was there a massive hole, like 3 by 3 meters something hole there, when all the stuff that the locals did was further up here? And that is not there, not here, but it's actually on the outside of this cliff wall. But is it possible to find this place? Is it possible to go back in time? Is it possible to kind of rewind what happened? Where did it happen? Is it possible to find the exact location where the Germans almost kind of hid behind that little rock? Or is it possible that there could be something that was actually dropped into the water, into the lake right there by the Germans? I don't know. And that's why we have the Fifish V6 Expert underwater ROV. And I'm going to bring that, and I'm going to do this solo, because this location is very very dangerous. Yes, you heard right. It is very, very dangerous, and you will soon find out why. This is the longest kind of intro I've ever done, but I needed you to have the possibility to see what this is all about. But today's little hunt will turn out to be rather special, and sometimes when you look for history, you might even get more than you ask for. This time I really did get more than I asked for, and it leads us up to a absolutely incredible part 2 that you're going to be introduced to a little bit later after this video. And you're going to see it, yeah, history is actually there, right there today. And I want to take you on to that little journey. And for those of you who stayed so far, I think you'll get a very nice little something out of this video. And did the Fifish V6 Expert find what we looked for? I don't know, but it's definitely capable. It's an Omni directional ROV, 6 thrusters, 4K camera, massive LED lights, grabber that works. And yeah, it did find great history right there. So let's go up. Let's go to the place where the Germans hid behind this little granite rock. And then what happened? That little peninsula, that's where we're going. And it's actually raining down. You can see the asphalt is wet. It's raining down from up there. And I heard something behind me. I'm not sure whether that was a rockfall or what it was. I'm going to ride straight through this because I'm going to get very wet. Don't want the gear to get wet, so I'm just going to ride very quickly through this. And then I think you're going to enjoy a couple of comparisons with the actual area and the photos we have. I really shouldn't stop, but I needed you to see this. Let's get you a bit further out. Look at that. It's a waterfall coming from the absolute top of the mountain there. But, you know, see all these small rocks? That one there. When you come over here, you have this little pile of rocks. And again, you have the guardrail mashed up rock there. That seems like it could have been coming down from just a few hours ago. So I'm just going to continue on very, very quickly that way. I guess it may be a false kind of security feeling having that helmet, but nevertheless, I don't have a choice. I can do my very, very best, or I can leave the helmet home, but at least like something like small like that, this helmet could actually save my life. Oh my God, we are here. Wow. So I'm actually shaking because this is such an incredible thing to find one specific position at one specific given time. You ready? I don't know what to say. It's like magic. Can you see that? So the road probably was a bit narrow during those days, because it seems like maybe they took out another little piece of this part in the bottom. But look at that. Can you see that little? I'm going to show this to you. If you pay attention to this piece here, see that? Yeah, it's right there. So the photographer, he was basically right there. Something like that. And when you see that thing come out and you see this other ridge, wow. We are here, guys and girls. I don't know what to say. I'm just so surprised to see that everything matches up. Oh my God. So this is exactly. You can see in the middle there. Let me show you. I'm going to do this. Here's the whole thing that we're looking for. You see this area here and another area which is behind there. That is exactly where the locals blew up the ice, and you can see that there are rocks and everything around there. But just outside here, there was also a little kind of area like this down here, but there was actually holes through the ice. So that is why I am here, and that is what we're gonna do. We're gonna figure out if to see that pack gun there. It is amazing. Sometimes research can really pay off, and I'm so glad it did. Oh, okay, so I'm gonna leave the photos right there. Wait for me. So the thing is now that the holes, the two holes that was blown up so that the Germans couldn't pass here, they are right there, and that's the original road, actually further down there. But the third hole is just behind this little thing here. And that's what the locals, a local farmer, young boy over there, he said there was something going on here. And I guess there was never a guardrail or anything. And that is why I think we can get the Fifish ROV down here somehow. It's actually pretty clear, so I can see the bottom there. But I'm thinking, how am I going to get down there? That's going to be a challenge. I didn't think about that. Give me a second. I really haven't figured out how to do this yet. I'm very sorry for that right now, because I need to be safe doing this, and at the same time I have to be able to get down there. Freaking hey, that's... Oh, look at the rocks here. Just laying here waiting for... But there seems to be some kind of possibility to get down here. It's about the only possibility I have. Alright, give me a second. If you can ever imagine how scary it is to be here when I see all these loose rocks, and they're hundreds of meters up there. Not good, not good. This thing I think has been made later. This huge concrete thing, and that tells me I'm not going to be able to get down there. Look at that, it just goes straight down. There's no way I'm going to be able to get down there. Because I was thinking, if there was something happening on the ice on this side, wow, that goes straight into the abyss. That is, I'm not going to be able to get down there. I didn't think about that. I just said, oh, we got to go with the Fifish ROV here, but okay. Well, then we just have to figure out whether there's a spot further over here. Because somehow, look here again, not good. Somehow I would try and see if there could be some kind of way down here. Maybe, well, that is very, very steep. Okay. I don't have a rope either. Oh my goodness. All right, give me a few seconds. I'll plan this out and we'll figure out how we can do this. Wish I could have shown you how steep this place is. Oh, come on. But I'll take it long. There's no trash or anything, that's good. It is so freaking steep here. Ugh. Okay, so I can see some rocks and stuff down there. So that could be one spot. How do I get the gear down here? Oh shit. This is insane. What am I doing? So, yeah, I can most definitely maybe... What the fuck? Am I seeing this? God, no. Okay, okay. Breathe, History Hunter, breathe. There is something right there. I don't know if the GoPro camera will pick it up. Holy pancake. Give me a second. I had to even put on my glasses. This, I cannot believe what I'm seeing here. Let me get you in there. That is a freaking German MG13 or 15. I don't believe my eyes. Let's get down there. It is a freaking MG magazine, but I want to show you something else. I was kind of just coming down here. There's actually fabric. There's some kind of fabric here. What the hell is that? Okay, let's leave that first. Then, this is one of those moments you don't believe, but I have to believe it because I can actually see it. I don't know what to say. What the fuck? What the hell? Go away. Some stupid mosquitoes here. Still wearing the helmet so the mosquitoes get into my helmet. But that... Okay, I have to take some photos first. Give me a second. It really looks like it goes straight into the abyss, and if you see the mountain sides on the sides here, it might very well do that. But this is absolutely craziest thing I found in a very, very long time. I'm almost afraid to touch it. Oh, it's very rusty. Oh, it's heavy. Oh my god. There's actually cartridges in there. Wow. That is crazy. See that? There's actually a round in there. Holy cow. So why is that there? Ah! Mosquito shit. Oh, it's kind of... Oh, wow. It's completely gone on this side. Look at that. It's kind of... Maybe it was damaged. Maybe that's what the lake is hiding. So freaking mosquitoes here. They're so tiny. Oh my god. I've never... What is the fabric then? Holy cow. Come on. Okay, I'll bring this up. Give me a second. I was thinking about this thing. This lake would rise and lower compared to how much water there is. That is probably why it's been kind of laying there clean, and it's just like breaking apart there. But that thing there, I'm going like, could it be a uniform? It's most likely not. What is that? Why is that here? Is it fabric? I was thinking a uniform shirt or something. Maybe they dumped some of the stuff here because of what happened. Maybe the locals got the Germans and they hit them. Looks very much like a work shirt for the soldiers actually. I think it's cotton. Okay. Oh my god, I haven't even started using the RV. Okay, let me bring this up, and I think we'll be able to do the RV further down here. Yes, one image, one spectacular location. And boy, oh boy, that took me completely by surprise. I never expected that there would be a machine gun magazine just laying there. And I guess it's because the water level goes up and down. It's kind of being washed clean and everything. Absolutely spectacular. It just set me totally off. And I was kind of wondering, what am I doing here? I was supposed to go down with the Fifish V6 Expert, this incredible tool. I am. But I was so set up, I just sat there for half an hour wondering, what am I going to do now? And we came with one purpose, and that was to find out what could be in the lake. If there was a hole in the ice, who made that hole and what went into that hole? And that's exactly what the Fifish V6 Expert is going to help us to find out in part 2. Yeah, you guessed it. Part 2 is definitely coming. And as I said, if you want to watch that cat sleeping, you do that. This is for real. This is, you need to have the context to figure out what's going on here. So be my guest if you want to do that. If you want to have some great story coming up along in the next episode, well, you're more than welcome to join us. Something else actually happened, and that was just by coincidence. I had the metal detector actually in the camper van. So when I finished doing the work with the Fifish, I actually returned, and well, something really special happened. Oh crikey. I was trying to start over there and I could hear some noises coming from above here, and I just thought, okay, there's something coming down. I ran in here under the mountainside here. I thought this one could be safe, and I heard something go ping into the rail there, and maybe that is some of that stuff that came down because I just clinched into the wall. But I did an amazing discovery. I just dropped everything right there. A little clue is what you see there. So I have to say, what an amazing location because of one image. And it's thanks to all of you kind people who watch, subscribe, hit the comment field, give us a heart up, a thumbs up. You are the guys and girls who makes this come true, but especially all of you who support us, the Patreon team members and the PayPal donors. You couldn't have done anything of this without your incredible help. But also we have this super thanks thing, and this little feature here on the YouTube page actually enables us to go out, find more of these locations, and we actually bring you along next to us to be at these incredible German or other World War II locations. And that's what it's all about. I have stopped to kind of bother too much about the YouTube algorithm and how many thousands and thousands watch. I will create my own things, my own way in the future, and this is the result of that. Nevertheless, we are coming there for the second part. Absolutely going to put a link in the video description for that. Thank you for being here. Also, there will be maybe a little part of metal detecting as well, so who knows. All right, put the link in the video description for part 2. I know you'll be there. Stay safe, keep smiling. I'll see you later.